Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's day is getting off to a wonderful start. And today's topic is about narcissists and the people that have to deal with narcissists and narcissists themselves. And this has become a very hot topic today in a lot of the groups that I am in and the light worker groups that I follow. There seems to be a lot of talk and questions about narcissism, and I want to speak on behalf of narcissists because I am an evolved narcissist, and I think that there's a lot of misconception and harsh judgment because narcissists project so much dark energy in this world, and they can be told no wrong, and they can be told nothing different than what is in their closed, narrow mind. And I used to embody that. And anybody that knows me and that has known me for a long time knows that up until a little over a year ago, when I really started to evaluate and become the observer of my own life, did I realize that I was an egotistical narcissist that projected my views and opinions on everybody and my negative emotions on everybody, and in turn accused them of being the ones in the wrong. So a lot of the talk in the light worker groups that I'm in is that narcissists can't change. And that's very unfortunate thought pattern for people to have. And I'm here to be proof that they can, because, yes, narcissists project and cause a lot of damage in this world, but nobody gives them the space to really heal, because they are such a strong opinion and they're so egotistical. And my view on myself as a former narcissist and somebody that still struggles with narcissistic tendencies, there's trauma in the physical world happenings that happen to them, whether it be when they're young or as teenagers or whenever. And those are traumas that they feel that they have overcome in this physical world. So when you feel like you've had trauma, and instead of sitting with it and really addressing to it, you put a Band-Aid over it and say, oh, it's all gone and I'm successful anyways because the ego, have overcome anything. So you should be able to overcome anything. You shouldn't give me the power. It's a very fine line. And the ego is so out of balance with the soul within a narcissist. There's no knowledge of the soul. Before I found the divine and found my true authentic self and my soul self, I was out of touch. I thought when I died I was buried in the ground and became worm food, and there was no more existence for my being. And I was so closed off and thought I had everything right. And I was never an abuser. I just projected my opinions on everybody, and maybe I am guilty, not maybe, I am guilty of verbal abuse on many levels. But I am also testament that you can change, and anybody that's been in my life for a period of time can attest to that as well. And I think we as light workers don't have compassion for narcissists because they are a strong ego. So it's hard for us to empathize with them, because it's like, well, they're strong enough, they don't need my empathy, they're just an asshole. But that's not true, because it's just another soul that is lost and struggling with the balance of the divine and the soul and the ego. There's no soul knowledge there. So, for somebody that is dealing with a narcissist, all you can really do is be firm in who you are and don't let their projections affect you, because you see that they are a lost soul. And some people have asked me, does somebody simply sit around and take it from a narcissist? And that question is only only for you to answer if you are on the other side of that narcissist is how strong is your light? How much can you withstand without losing unconditional love for yourself? And some may consider taking the abuse as not having unconditional love for self. But if you are truly an empath and truly an understanding being of darkness, then you will understand that their projections are really just darkness that is stagnant energy within them and something that they are unable to cope with. So when you step outside and shine your own light away from the collective, and you can sit still with yourself and tell yourself, I have the power to withstand this. And it's not withstanding, because what you're doing is you are just holding a mirror for them to see themselves. You are not taking on that energy when you are firm and balanced within your soul and your ego. And another misconception of the ego is that we have to kill the ego, but the ego is very essential to being a very strong being of light, because the soul and the ego have to be balanced, because in this physical world manifestation, the ego is crucial, because that is what drives our success in this physical world. And when that is not balanced with the soul, there comes the narcissism that I am better because I have achieve 3D success. And I think, the empaths that I've come across, and they have beautifully and divinely been put in my path because I can speak from the other side, and I feel the hurt that I've caused, and I feel the hurt that they feel from the narcissist in their life. And that's why I think it's so important for me to make this video and speak on behalf of light workers and narcissists. And, I really try to walk the middle path and see all ways. And, it's something that, it's a daily struggle for everybody to walk the middle path. And especially for somebody that has come from such an out of whack balance in their life, or lack thereof balance, that it's very difficult on a daily basis, because I've been programmed through my trauma and through happenings in my life and through society. Not necessarily the divine traumas that were my lessons, but the programming from the external world that is very hard to recognize when you're not conscious that it is actually indeed programming. So I really do just want to create conversation and dialogue for anybody and everybody, and to shine light on all the taboos in our society, so that this whole light, or this whole world, becomes illuminated, and people in an illuminated world full of light and unconditional love can truly heal within themselves, and not pass judgment, and not say that people can't change. Saying that people can't change is lack of faith in the divine, because your ego is telling you they can't change because you can't change them. Well, guess what? There's a much greater power than you and I, and it is the divine, and we are part of the divine. So don't mistrust the divine, because you're cheating yourself and you're closing yourself off to the divine. And when you don't trust and have faith in the divine will limit its faith and trust in you, and limit the light that you share in other people's world, because you have healing to do as well. So please, if you have been a victim of a narcissist, or you are a narcissist and know that you need help, please reach out to me. I'm always open to have tough conversation, and I had an absolutely amazing conversation with this lady that had dated Marines, and that has a father that is a Marine, and has dealt with narcissists all her life, and she's very empathic. And there's no coincidence to all of that, and why those people are in her life, because they need to bring balance to each other. And there's a reason why we had that dialogue. So maybe she shed light on some narcissistic tendencies that I may still have control, or that I still have control issues. You know, it came out subconsciously, control issues. But it's something I battle with every day, and as long as I'm aware of my strong ego, I will continue to ascend with my strong soul as well. And I just strive to live transparently, because we all have struggles, and I just want to create a space for everybody to live transparently, and to know that it is okay to have struggles and daily struggles and darkness in your life, because you, again, like I always speak of, you life has ups and downs. You can't avoid it. It's a wavelength. So this one felt good because it's a hot topic, and I see a lot of it in the light worker groups, and I see a lot of closed off light workers that say people can't change, and I'm a testament to that. And you can ask my wife, you can ask my friends, you can ask whoever that has been in my life for a period of time, and it's still a constant struggle with me, and just like anybody, they struggle with their own personal demons. But the acknowledgement that change is possible through the divine is essential to your own growth. So I love you guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I hope this sheds some light on somebody's darkness.